All right, some difficulties getting on the air tonight. We're going to be on late. We're going to do our best here to get on late, but we're going to film while we're trying to fix the problems. I could explain it to you, but we're early. Somebody grab my... And we are underway here as Minnesota controls. As I'm still trying to get things going. Minnesota, pressured there by Omaha in the neutral zone. That's dumped back in the zone. Battaglia will chase for Omaha. And sometimes you can't make this stuff up, people. The Blades are forced back into the zone by Lopez, chased into the far corner. Back through the middle come the Blades and over the zone line. Coming in on a breakaway. And Aiken with a stop there. He stops Kukkonen. And now Hamp will take the puck along the end boards. And Sanborn walls a player off right in front of you. Oh, and say hello to Mr. Hamp and Mr. Kukkonen. And play will go far side. Shot in front, puck is loose, pad stop by Aiken. And another try, and that's cleared by Sanborn. Puck up to the point, shot in, that screams wide of Aiken. And now along the left wing boards, Minnesota will control. Murphy, Janicki, pass out front, pad stop by Aiken, paddle stop by Aiken, and he's run into, and we'll get a stoppage here. 15:37 left to go. No score here. Had a couple big stops by Aiken early in this one. And Omaha is going to take two penalties right there, and they're going to be down 5-on-3 before you can even blink in this one. Off the draw, Yelm battling there along with Perbix. And now Tussey will send it for Perbix down low on the end boards. Perbix back for Tussey. Tussey will send it up high to the point. That's Kaiser. Kaiser down low for Tussey. Pressured there by Yelm, but he escapes, walks off the wall. Tussey moving and shot in the goal. He beats Aiken low blocker side. And a 5-on-3 against this team is not how you want to start a hockey game, as Omaha in big trouble off the bat. And as we've seen with four officials all weekend, blatant over officiating, not even letting this one breathe. Call a minor, but two penalties on the same whistle is garbage. Face off in the zone, or face off at center ice. Omaha on top, Omaha trailing rather 1-0 here. As Minnesota will control and take it back in their zone. They'll come back through center, up the left wing side. Ellis will chase into the zone. And Omaha will clear it out, and back to take is Bell for the Blades. Bell will come out from behind his goaltender. Passes it up through center. That's Myers. Myers dishes it off for Bell. Connolly now far side. And Gilliland will send it out. And we're going to get a hooking call here. And this time the Blades are going to go. So don't like to necessarily see it over officiated either way. We're going to get a nice cut at the end of one. So we'll hope to get these connection problems fixed and get on the air. But Omaha down 1-0. Early 5-on-3 penalty trouble. Tussey with the goal for Minnesota. It should be 4-on-4. Why does Omaha have three players on the ice? Should be 4-on-4. They've still got the penalty up from when the goal was scored. And then they assessed the minor to Minnesota. One player should have come out on the goal. Should have been 5-on-4. Then Omaha goes on, or Minnesota rather, takes a penalty. So it should be 4-on-4 for a minute, too, and then Omaha, barring any other penalties or goals, will have a 58-second power play. And the officials making a mess of this one, not even 2 minutes and 21 seconds in. And to add insult to injury, he's going to get in my way right here. And they still don't have it right. Off the draw, Minnesota will control. They win that one. It'll come back to the point. Walking in, a shot pad stopped by Aiken. Gets it with the stick. Rebound goes wide. And now the puck will come all the way down. And it's shot in behind Carson Limesand in net for Minnesota. Back through center will come the Blades. That is Bell. Bell skating into the near side corner. He's hounded there by Skomolski. Yelm chases. Now Ellis will come far side. He'll send it hard and around and up but not out. Minnesota controlling at the point. Across for Bell. Bell sets up at the top. Down low. Shot in. Pad stop by Aiken. Luckhomi. Up high now for Nelson. Across for Bell. Bell will send it in. Deflected. That goes high off the end glass. And goes far side. Minnesota will control. Forreston sends it up for Bell. Cross, good puck movement here. Stopped by Aiken. He clears it out with the stick. And Yelm comes in and will send it all the way down. So still a disaster on the scoreboard, but I think we've got the Minnesota penalty. I don't even know what we have here. That's not correct either. Moving in, Minnesota looking to come around on the wraparound. Centering pass, that's picked off by Den Hartog, and he will send it around the board. And we're going to get a whistle here with the net off. 13:06 left to go first period. Omaha trailing 1-0 on the goal by Tussey. On the draw for Omaha, that's Murphy. He loses it. It'll go back up to the point. Kukkonen up high for Callahan. Callahan sends down low for Foley. Foley will take and walk off the wall. Foley up high for Callahan. Callahan across for Kukkonen. Kukkonen gives it back up top. Shot in. And that is deflected in front past Aiken. And at 12:46 left to go first period. 2-0 Minnesota. And so Omaha digging themselves a huge hole here early, one that against this team they are unlikely to climb out of. But stranger things have happened. Off the draw, D'Amato. Lopez. And now that's dumped in. Aiken will field that and leave it for Witt. Witt will send it up the wall. And now able to get it out is Battaglia. Battaglia will send it up the right wing side. Lopez will chase. Foley in for Minnesota. Foley and Lopez battle in the corner. And now that's taken back by Vandermeer. Vandermeer back through center. Vandermeer up over the red line. He'll dump it in. Vandermeer hard in on the puck. Witt will give him a good whack in. Ellis will take it up right wing side. He'll send it up the boards, up and out. Chasing there is Battaglia and Lopez, but Minnesota quicker to the puck and they will take. Back through center come the Blades. As they momentarily are held up and they'll regroup in their zone, and we'll get a whistle here. And now he's going to call too many men on the ice. Either way this has been called, this has been a joke so far. Put the whistles away, let the boys play. There's nothing going on. This is a disaster. Been a referee for almost 30 years, and this is a joke. Let this one breathe. Way too much involvement by the officials in a midget hockey game that has absolutely nothing going on early. Off the draw, Omaha will send it back into their zone. Ellis will regroup. He's chased by Connolly. Ellis now, left wing side up for Sanborn. He will deflect that. That'll go up and out of play. .11:45 left to go first period. Minute 47 on the two-minute man on the ice penalty assessed to Minnesota. 2-0. Minnesota did not see who got that deflection on the second goal. The shot came off the stick of Bell. May have been deflected, may have gone directly in, but either way, Minnesota with a 2-0 lead. Tussey and Bell are either a blade in front who got a stick on it. Puck back up to the point to Ellis. Ellis down low for D'Amato. D'Amato there. We'll send it back up high for Ellis as Omaha works the power play. Down low, shot in. And a save by Limesand, and he will hang on and get a stoppage here. 1:22 left to go on the penalty to Minnesota, and 11:19 left to go first period. And Omaha trailing by a score of 2-0. Off the draw, Sanborn will control for Omaha. Sanborn with a shot, puck is loose in front, comes back out to Lopez. Lopez pulls it back to Ellis. Down low for D'Amato. D'Amato circling at the half wall. D'Amato will skate into the corner and dish it behind the net. Battling there is Battaglia. He's challenged but still hangs on to the puck. Battaglia up the middle to Ellis. Ellis winds and shoots, and a pad stop by Limesand as that'll go in behind the goal. And D'Amato will chase. And we're going to get another call here. And this one's going to go against Minnesota. And what the alternative here would have been, rather than looking at things to even it up, would have been to call nothing out of the gate and let the game breathe a little bit. It's the last I'm going to say on the subject tonight, but this game's been over officiated in a big way in the first 7 minutes. Off the draw, comes back to Ellis, 5-on-3 for Omaha. Down low for Sanborn, up high for Ellis. Ellis takes a shot, and that goes wide. He had the left side of the net through the screen, and Limesand will cover up and hang on. 10:35 left to go here, first period. Omaha trailing 2-0, goals by Tussey. And I believe by Bell, unless it was deflected in front. And Omaha on a 5-on-3 power play here. A shot that gets deflected in front. Omaha will control. Ellis sends it down low for D'Amato. D'Amato, backside for Sanborn, up top for Ellis. Ellis walks down low. On the backhand for Sanborn. He regroups up high for Ellis. Ellis and Sanborn. Sanborn with a shot. That screams high and wide of the goal. And Minnesota will take it and dump it all the way down. With 1:04 left to go on the Omaha power play in front. Ellis with a shot and a save there by Limesand. Puck will come back to Ellis. Ellis up high. Ellis right wing side for Chrisman. Passed into the slot. Numbers there for Minnesota. They're able to clear it up but not out. Down low now, Xander Murphy will control. Chrisman up for Ellis. Ellis with a shot, pad stop by Limesand. Sanborn near side half wall will send it deep. Taken there by Kaiser. Xander Murphy leaves it in the corner for Sanborn. Murphy takes it back. He shoots, and Limesand will eat that one up. 32 seconds left on the penalty to Minnesota. 9:21 left to go, first period. And Minnesota on top, 2-0. Again, Hartog sends it down low. Minnesota able to clear. And back into the zone comes Minnesota. Pulling up there. Shot. Aiken blocker save. And now Kukkonen behind the net, and the net is off. And we'll get a stoppage here with 9:05 left to go. Face-off will come to the left of Aiken. And Omaha will win that one. Dan Hartog will take. And Dan Hartog will skate. Set up to Chrisman through center. Ashton Chrisman moving into the zone. Chrisman will cycle it there, but nobody home for Omaha. And Minnesota will come back the other way. Puck turned over there. Set back to center by Skolmolski. And chasing into the zone is Bisson. Check that, that is Callahan. Puck dumped back in on Limesand. He'll tee it up there for the D. Kaiser will take. Might be Foley, could be 4, not 5. Minnesota now back through center, moving in, and that is offsides as Kukkonen was coming in all alone there. Face off outside the zone. Ellis, near side corner. That is Perbix. Puck will come back up to the point. Dumped in by Bell. Chasing far side. Shot goes wide, near side corner. Tussey will take it. He's got a goal in this game for Minnesota. Perbix down low. Behind the back, blind pass goes right to D'Amato. Gilliland tripped up there, no call. Shockingly, if you're just joining us, lots of penalties early on here in this one. Minnesota got going on a 5-on-3 power play to take a 1-0 lead. And then scored 4-on-4 to make it 2-0, and that's where we stand. Omaha had a 5-on-3 of their own, but wasn't able to capitalize on it. As now back out of the zone comes Tussey. Tussey will send it up the left wing side. Now skate it back right wing side. Tussey down the wall. Tussey hounded there by Oben. Oben, Perbix. Tussey now. Pass out front. Lopez will intercept there and chip it high and hard off the glass. Nearly keeping it at the point was Nelson. He's pressured there by Battaglia. Sanborn. Now Perbix. Perbix along the wall has Minnesota. He's going to keep it in 5-on-2. And Minnesota is going to effect a full change here before they're finally chased back out of the zone. Delayed penalty coming up on Omaha. And back through center. Up high now, Myers. Shot in, that is going to do more damage to a Minnesota blade as Omaha finally touches up and controls here with 6:42 left to go. And Omaha will be shorthanded here. So face off in the zone to the right of Aiken. And that's sent all the way back down by Ellis. And Kaiser back to chase. Puck turned over there as Chrisman hard in on the forecheck, strips the puck from Kaiser. And teams will battle in the corner. Coming in to help out is Myers. Good job there by Ashton Chrisman. 3-on-1 and pins the puck against the wall and kills some of this power play, but back the other way with numbers comes Minnesota. Down the right wing side, good hit there by Den Hartog on Lewandowski. And Yelm is able to send that all the way down. That'll go to the left, or the right rather, of Carson Limesand. He'll tee it up there, and Kaiser will skate it up and out for Minnesota. Back through center, Kaiser. Backhand chips it into the zone. Myers near side corner. Myers. There, Myers with a shot from a sharp angle. That goes off of Aiken's mask and down below the goal line. Myers sends it up high. Pass across. Walking in. Shot is blocked there. And in the far corner, Minnesota. And Omaha able to control and clear it out with 44 seconds left to go on the penalty. Minnesota will try to do something in the final 30 seconds of this penalty. Kaiser quarterbacking the power play, comes through center, dishes it up, shot, and that leaks through Aiken under his left arm. And it's 3-0 Minnesota. And Aiken's night is done as they will send in Stephen Maslikowski. And with 5:07 left to go here, it's been all Minnesota. Not too much of a surprise, this Minnesota Blades team loaded. But the referees didn't help with this one early. Back into the zone come the Blades. Maslikowski with the stop there. He will hang on and take a stoppage and a face-off to his right. Minnesota controlling out front. Puck will come back up high, shot in, and Maslikowski will seal that one off. And with 4:45 left to go here, we'll get another face-off in the Omaha zone. Off the draw, Den Hartog will skate it up the wall. Hamp there. Chrisman. And Yelm. Kukkonen now walking to the middle. Kukkonen sending it up high. Shot in, that goes over Maslikowski's outstretched arm. Hamp now in the corner. Hamp sends it up high. And that'll get sent all the way back down, and Minnesota will chase. In the zone, Foley will take and chip it up the wall. Sanborn will take a shot. That flutters to the left side of Limesand. And now Callahan will take, now Foley up the left wing side. Chip up high, and Sanborn not able to hold the blue line. He'll chase back into his zone. And now that pass intercepted by Janicki. Janicki will dish it up the right wing side for Perbix. And now Nelson. Shot in and a glove save by Maslikowski. 3:04 left to go here, and a 3-0 lead for the Minnesota Blades. Lots of problems getting the broadcast started tonight. Finally on the air on YouTube, and a tough start for Omaha as well, as they get into penalty trouble early. A 5-on-3 goal and a 4-on-4 goal led to a 2-0 lead. And then a third goal by Aiken, given up by Aiken in the period, chases him, and Maslikowski in for Omaha. Chasing back there is Bell for Minnesota. Now Perbix will send it up out of the zone. Skating with it is Tussey. Tussey has the first goal in this game. Tussey moving in. Tussey moves across, and Maslikowski comes across and makes a nice save there by Maslikowski. 2:37 left to go. And Minnesota on top 3-0. And the official in the way of our broadcast, and he's been away. This particular official has been in the way of the game from the start, so not a surprise here. He had to look for something else to do in life. Officiating is not his calling. And Ellis will send it up the wall. Seen a lot of hockey in my life. Starting a game like this with the number of calls that were made for absolutely no reason. And now on the left wing side, puck will bounce off of a blade, and Sanborn will give it up for Battaglia. Battaglia will send it up the wall. Yelm will take. Yelm moves into the zone. Two minutes left to go in the opening period. And Omaha will be looking to get into the locker room and regroup here after a tough start to this one. Battaglia will chip it into the Omaha zone. Foley. And now we're going to have another penalty. And with 1:52 left to go here, Foley's going to go off for interference. Again, that one on Minnesota, but another garbage call in this game. I can't say enough how bad the officiating has been in this one from the get-go. Minnesota is obviously the better team. That's not the issue, but to not let the boys play at all and to take this game completely over when there's been literally very little going on has been an embarrassment. Lopez, Ellis. Ellis will take it up high. At this level, you got to let the game breathe a little bit. Shot in on Limesand. He will glove that one and hang on. Face-off will come to his left. 1:34 left to go in the first period. And it's not just the calls against Omaha either. It's the calls against Minnesota have been brutal as well. Omaha will control off the faceoff. Ellis down low for D'Amato. D'Amato at the half wall, drops lower into the zone, loses the puck, and Minnesota will clear it up, but not out. Good keep there by Ellis. Ellis, puck will come to Lopez, but he can't find the handle, and Minnesota will clear. Mazlikowski will take the puck and give it to Ellis. Ellis will set it up the left wing boards for Sanborn. And that'll go in offsides. We'll get another stoppage here. 1:03 left to go. Omaha, Skolmalski dishes over for Dan Hartog. Dan Hartog up the right wing wall. Chrisman. And now Ellis. Check that, Skolmalski. Puck centered in front. Sent behind the goal. Up to Witt. Witt will set it down low for Yelm. Yelm looking to go backdoor. Murphy with a shot. That's blocked in front, and skating with it out of the zone is Kukkonen. Kukkonen coming back through center for Minnesota. Kukkonen over the zone line. He'll pull up at the top of the circle and rag it back as Minnesota will try to kill off this penalty and get out of the first period with a 3-0 lead. All Minnesota in this one. Omaha able to get some pressure on their power plays. They had a 5-on-3 earlier. It's only maybe one or two quality scoring chances thus far in the game for Omaha. Up the right wing side is Minnesota, and that will do it for the first period. So a first period that was all Minnesota Blades. And we'll take a break here, and we'll come back as I'll get resituated here after a tough time getting on the air. After one period of play, Minnesota on top, 3-0.
just got signal out, huh?
What's that?
You must have just got signal out.
Well, I was all messed up in the beginning, so I was like trying to film and get it going at the same time.
Gotcha. I had people texting me. I'm like, shit, he's down there.
It's on.
Fucking fishing, fucking bars.
They try so hard not to screw with it.
Tell forget screwing us. The calls of Minnesota are garbage too. Yeah, it's absolute bullshit. There's a fucked up line. Oh, it's that way on Friday night too. The head guy is fucking embarrassed me. His partners 10 times.
Yeah, it was Friday night. He was calling everything. It's terrible.
Oh, probably on Snyder. Snyder was fucking blew an edge. But I mean, this was a joke. It's a 5-on-3. This is the first time. Where was the stretcher?
This is the first time I've seen him hit under the penalty box, and he didn't even know. He was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And then they come over and they're like, you're not supposed to be in the penalty box. I've never seen it. It's hilarious.
So were we still down?
Yeah.
On second goal? I thought it was supposed to be 4-on-4.
No.
Because I saw that was the kid that went to the box.
He didn't get a penalty. He just went to the play. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We were short-handed. That's why we were fucking waving. I'm like, what the hell are you guys doing? Come over here and talk to us. None of this makes sense.
Back here at the auxiliary rink at Ralston Arena. Finally back in our normal production here. So while we wait for the teams to come back on the ice, we'll give you an explanation of what happened here trying to get on the air. So I rely on a jetpack to get a live stream Wi-Fi signal. And the only place that we were getting a good signal was if I left it by the back door here in the auxiliary rink. Well, about 20 minutes before the game was supposed to start, 25 minutes, somebody walked by when I had my back turned and must have thought somebody dropped it, and they took it and walked off with it. So then I proceeded to spend the next 10 or 15 minutes trying to locate it. Fortunately, they did turn it into the front desk, and we did find it. But after getting here 2 hours before the game to get set up and being all set to go, I was then scrambling, and the game prior to ours was a 10-0 shellacking that ended up with running time. So they were about 20 minutes ahead of schedule. And so they started early. Things were a mess with the jetpack, and by the time we got everything all back together and got on the air, this game was all but over. Not to say that Omaha can't come back, but this is a very good Minnesota Blades team. And the officials, if you missed it, ruined this one right out of the gate. A lot of the calls in the first part of the game were overdone, unnecessary. Absolutely no reason to get as involved as they did that early. Omaha, you rarely see this at any level of hockey, a 5-on-3 on the same whistle. Certainly not unless stretchers and body bags are involved. And there was a massive humanity in front of the net as players crashed into the Omaha net. And out of it comes 2 Omaha penalties, and they're down 5-on-3. And so Omaha got down 5-on-3, gave up a 5-on-3 power play goal as Tussey walked off the wall and scored. And then we thought it was going 4-on-4. A Minnesota player went to the box, and I was just talking to the scorekeepers, and they explained that the kid wasn't supposed to go to the box. He thought he had a penalty and didn't, and it was actually another penalty on Omaha. So where I thought that second goal was scored 4-on-4 was actually another 5-on-3 goal. And I guess if I had not been so irritated with the officiating, I would have seen that there were 3 Omaha players on the ice at the time of the goal. Not even sure they had the on-ice strength right, as everything was so confused at the time. So Omaha went down 2-0, and then Minnesota added to their lead as they led 3-0. And that led to the early night for Tommy Aiken. Steven Mazlikowski came in. And Omaha had a few chances on a 5-on-3 of their own and a late power play, 8 seconds of which still remains on the board. But this is the type of game where players are scratching their heads as to exactly what's going on with the officiating. You got a pretty disciplined team in Omaha. Certainly they've been disciplined all year except when they played CYA. Apparently there's a history between those two teams, so that got a little heated on Saturday and Sunday. But other than that, this team's been pretty disciplined. You've got a very professional and very polished Minnesota Blades team that is not known to get involved in chippy hockey games. I'm sure maybe with some of their longtime rivals they do. Minnesota Machine come to mind, but certainly at the lower levels. But again, these look like experienced officials, but you got to let the game breathe a little bit. Let the teams play. Sometimes the fewer penalties you call, the better. If anything's going on, it settles down. And I fail to see how you end up with 2 5-on-3s and especially a 5-on-3 on the same whistle when there was nothing obviously egregious taking place on the ice. So Omaha not with much of a chance out of the gate, and down 5-on-3 to a very, very good Minnesota Blades team. And we are set to go here in the second period, as the referees have returned to the ice, unfortunately, along with the teams. I'm pretty certain the coaches could manage this one from the bench just fine, and we could forego the referees and save the organization some money this weekend. So 8 seconds left on the power play for Omaha. Mazlikowski in net at the far end, and as we said, Carson Limesand to reset the game for you in the net at this end. Running over the Minnesota Blades roster real quickly. Goalies number 30, Axel Reed. Number 31, Carson Limesand. Defense is number 4, Seamus Foley. Number 5, Wyatt Kaiser. Number 9, Ben Dexheimer. Number 14, Henry Nelson. Number 18, James Callahan. Number 21, John Bell. And number 23, Charlie Worms. At forward, you've got Luke Camp, number 6, Johnny Myers, number 7, Justin Janicki, number 8, Joe Miller, number 10, Kyle Kukkonen, number 11, Gunnar Thorson, number 12, Luke Lewandowski, number 16, as Omaha will control off the face-off, and at the next whistle we'll get you the rest of their lineup. Lopez and Battaglia. Lopez sends it down below the goal line. Bell tries to force it up the wall. Lopez seals that off there. Teams battle in the near side corner. Bell able to chip it up, and that'll go right to Kukkonen, and he will chip it up and out of the zone. Chasing it center is Ellis. Ellis sends it across for Sanborn. Now Murphy coming in the zone. Murphy with a shot. And Limesand will eat that one up. We're going to face off in the zone. We'll get our clock fixed here in just a second. And Omaha scores off the draw. Gilliland with the goal. And Omaha right back in this one as they make it 3-1, so they cut the deficit to 2 here. And apologies on that as I'm still trying to deal with technical issues. Not sure if I got that or not. Hopefully I did. This game, from my perspective, behind the camera, has been a hot mess. And now it's center ice. Yell. So Omaha getting some life there is off the end of that power play. They were 5-on-5 there, but they win the draw, and they're able to score there. And an offsides here and a stoppage. With 16:10 left to go. And Minnesota on top. 3-1. Teams back at even strength for a rare moment in this game. And Omaha will win that. And don't worry, Cole, I got that goal on the GoPro. It'll be posted at some point if I did not catch it on this camera. And up the left wing side, Omaha will control, and Omaha with some jump now off the strength of that goal. D'Amato is streaking down the middle. He's not able to catch up with that one. He's ridden into the corner by Myers. Shot in on Limesand, and he will squeeze that one off. Good hard shot from the wall. 15:40 left to go. Murphy will step in against Gunnar Thorson. And puck tied up. Players converge, and Lacombe will come away with it. Lacombe, nifty move to walk off the wall, chips it up. Up high, not out. Lopez screams a shot wide. And teams will battle along the half wall. Kept in there by Ellis. Nice play by Ellis. Ellis moving in. He shoots one that's deflected up into the netting, up and out of play. 15:19 left to go. First period. And the penalties were brutal either way. The calls on Minnesota were not great either. And there's a shot in, and that goes off the glove of Limesand. That one nearly snuck by him as Lopez comes in hard and goes down as Foley absorbed that hit. And right wing side, Minnesota turns it over there. Now Omaha will come back up and out of the zone. Murphy, shot in. Lopez tries to center it there. Battaglia coming in as the trailer. Battaglia centers it out front. Not able to handle is Lopez. And back the other way comes Kukkonen. Kukkonen through center down the right wing side. Kukkonen moving in. He's bodied off there. Puck will come back up high. Good hit there by Omaha. Pass across. And Minnesota will control. Centering pass, nobody there but orange jerseys. And now the puck will come all the way back down into the Minnesota end. And we'll get an icing call here. 14:28 left to go, second period. Omaha trailing 3-1. Shot in. Not sure if that got it on Mazalkowski. Maybe a left pad stop that might have bounced wide. Kind of fluttered in an odd way. It may have bounced to his left, your right. And Omaha will send that all the way down, and we'll get an icing call. Another stoppage here. 14:09 left to go. Second period, Omaha trailing 3-1, but they have life on the goal by Cole Gilliland. And they've had some jump in their step, although Minnesota carrying the play for the last 30 seconds or so. As Gilliland's goal has reawakened the Blades, but also at the same time gotten Omaha back into it. Up the wall. Sanborn. Crispin will clear it up, and the linesman. Referee's in the way, no matter how you shake it. Down the left wing side, moving in a shot. Mazalkowski bobbles that one momentarily, but blocks it down in front, covers up, and hangs on. And he'll get a stoppage here. 13:48 left to go in the second period. Face off to the right of Mazalkowski. Up the wall. Omaha able to chip it back out. And that won't go far enough for icing. As Myers back to control for Minnesota. Myers will take it up the right wing wall. Myers loses his stick. Shockingly, no penalty on the play. Coming into the zone, Lewandowski centers it. Comes back to the point, not able to keep it in there is Bell. Bell will retreat into his zone. Bell sends it far side for Myers. Myers has regained his stick and he'll skate in behind Limesand. Puck turned back on the opposite side for Nelson. Nelson now over for Bell, and Bell will send it up through center. Murphy moving into the zone are the Blades. Drop pass, a shot in, that is blocked. Rebound, puck comes across the slot. Another block there, or hits another body. Puck is loose in front, and now Dan Hartog will take the puck there. And Omaha will come back the other way. Lopez gives it to Dan Hartog, and Dan Hartog, the pass behind him, did his best to corral that puck and haul it in, but as he contorted his entire body to try and reach back for that one and somehow maintain his edges. Puck went behind him. He's not able to control. Minnesota goes back the other way. It goes out of play, and we get a stoppage here. 12:29 left to go. Maybe actually looking for a whole puck here. Sometimes they draw one that's missing half the vulcanized rubber. Appears that's what they were doing there, getting a better puck. Not sure why that required the referee to go into the penalty bench, but we've got a biscuit and we're ready to go. Shot from the point in front. Mazalkowski makes the save. That comes up the wall. Foley chip past him there, and skating down the right wing side is Gilliland. But a nice play there by Callahan to stop the puck moving in, and a shot screams wide to the left of Mazalkowski. Puck will come back to the point, keeping it in there momentarily is Callahan, but now he's forced to go back to center. His dump back in offsides is fielded by Yelm. Yelm and Gilliland come in over the blue line. Yelm battling. Gilliland joins the fray. Gilliland battling there. Near side now. Doggett hit hard into the boards. Puck will come back up to the point. Shot in. That screams over Limesand. Judging by the movement of his head, he never saw that one as his head was frozen straight ahead. And hey, we got another penalty coming up here. And we got a tripping call. This one's going to go against the Blades. And again, look, you can call the game any way you want. You can call everything. But there's a lot of schools of thought on officiating. Sometimes at this level, letting the teams play is the best course of action. I'm not going to advocate for penalties either way. I'd like to see it decided between the teams and only injury potential and scoring chance penalties called, but that's just the way I like to call a game. I think a lot of coaches would prefer that as well, as opposed to what we've seen here. Omaha to the power play. Chance to get back in it here. And now Ellis will skate back it over the zone line. Ellis down low. Ellis centers it in front. Had Battaglia, but he's not able to find the handle. Picked off there by Kaiser. And Kaiser and Battaglia along with Lopez. 3 men on the wall, and Minnesota comes away with it there as Kukkonen will skate back through center. Kukkonen moving it over the zone line. Kukkonen shorthanded, tries to get around Ellis. No sail there as Ellis seals him off and takes the puck, and the puck will come back up and out of the zone. Omaha looking to come through center on the power play. Minute 19 left to go. Centering pass intended for Sanborn. That goes too far. Into the corner. Sanborn circles there. Sanborn controlling the puck. Sanborn in behind Limesand. Sanborn will take the far side. Walks out in front. Shot looked like a blocker saved by Limesand. Trying to tuck it in on the far side is Battaglia, but that turned aside. And along the wall, Lopez will walk off. Give it up high for Sanborn. Sanborn with a shot. Stick save there by Limesand. Puck will squirt to the far side corner. Sharp angle shot. That turned aside by Limesand. And so Omaha buzzing here, getting some momentum off the power play. And now it's Kaiser sending it up the left wing wall. Sanborn not able to keep it in there. And now Hamp will send it down the other way. Moving into the zone is Minnesota down the left wing wall. Theme of the night, officials in the way. And now Sanborn. Not sure why he's in the defensive zone with the puck in the offensive zone. That tells you something. Battaglia coming in over the zone line. Hard hit there by Battaglia as he dumps Callahan. Check that bell. And back the other way comes Minnesota. Moving it is Perbix. Perbix with a shot. Save there by Maslakowski. It looked like, didn't really get a good view of that, but looked like Maslakowski got a piece of equipment on that one. Couldn't tell if it was a blocker or a pad as I was screened on the play by the back-checking Omaha players. Puck will come back up to the point. Nelson now will send it deep into the corner. Dan Hartog. Perbix sends it up. Shot. That is blocked. And now Chrisman sends it up ahead. And now Yelm. Yelm. Doggett on the right wing side. Doggett dumped to the ice. Foley now challenged by Doggett. Say hello to Hayden Doggett as he comes right into your living room. And puck is back to center. Skolmolski dishes over for Dan Hartog. And now back into the zone comes Kim. Kim sends it wide. Chasing up the wall is Yelm. He and Perbix battle. Perbix easy to pick out with the blue helmet. Down the left wing side is Tussey. Puck into the corner. Good play there by Ellis. Forced that play to the corner. Tussey regains in the corner. Dan Hartog comes in and Ellis battling with Tussey. Puck chipped up the wall. Lewandowski. Players battling in the corner. And now back the other way comes D'Amato. Ellis. Ellis sends it up the wall. And coming away with it is Myers with a head of steam. Myers flying up the left wing side, and he gets hooked there by Gilliland. And that is probably the first legit call I've seen the whole night, as Myers has been off to the races, and Gilliland really impeded his progress with the hook there. And probably the first necessary call of the night. So with 7:28 left to go here, Gilliland's going to go off on the hook. An errant stick up on the dasher boards here. The linesman will retrieve it. We'll wait for him to deliver that to the Minnesota bench. And Omaha will go on the penalty kill here. Out on the ice then, Hartog, Yelm, Battaglia, and Sanborn. And Sanborn's able to wire that around the wall and all the way back down, where Worms, wearing 3 instead of 23, will take for Omaha, or take for Minnesota rather. Right wing side, Kaiser quarterbacking the power play. Myers will skate down the right wing side, walled off there by Sanborn. Puck will come off the wall, pass far side. And a shot it up Mazlikowski. He'll glove it and hang on. 6:53 left to go. Minute 26, and there's no penalty time up, but should be a minute 26 left on the power play. Referee's going to go over to the scorer's table to straighten that one out. We've got the clock for you, even if we don't here in the rink. And we're going to drop the puck anyway. And now back in the other way, shorthanded comes Chrisman. Chrisman down the wall. Good job by Chrisman to kill some time and wall the puck off there. And Worms will send it left wing side. Down the left wing is Bisson. Bisson into the zone. That chipped up into the bench and out of play. We're going to face off outside the Omaha zone. 6:34 left to go here. And now Nelson will skate it. Nelson up high. And now D'Amato in on a break. D'Amato racing out. Limesand dives out. An aggressive play by Limesand to prevent D'Amato from coming in on the shorthanded breakaway. And he makes a diving play to knock the puck away from D'Amato. Looked like D'Amato might beat him to the puck, but Limesand takes the risk, and it pays off, as Omaha nearly narrowed the gap to 1 with a shorthanded bid there by D'Amato. Foley now sends it up the left wing side, and that's got to be too many men on the ice, and it is. Second time tonight Minnesota will be called for too many men. So with 22 seconds, check that, 24 seconds left on the penalty, 5:51 left to go here. We'll go 4-on-4 as Minnesota whistled for too many men on the ice. And you can have players at the bench as long as none of the players immediately leaving and coming onto the ice play the puck. But what happened there was you had several players on the ice, and the immediate substitute who came from the bench played the puck. And so that is too many men on the ice every time. So we've got 24 seconds left on the 1 penalty. Let's see if they get this right. 4-on-4 for 24, and then Omaha will have a power play. And they've turned the momentum a little bit here, so we will see if Omaha can get through this 4-on-4, which with the speed and skill of the Blades should favor them a little bit. Not to take anything away from Omaha, but this is a highly skilled Minnesota Blades team that might be able to take advantage of the extra ice, but the penalty is over, and so Omaha now on the power play. Dragging it back is Kukkonen. And they'll send it up the right wing side. Skolmalski will skate in behind Mazalkowski. Ski season coming up with Skolmalski and Mazalkowski. After the game, we're going to have a few brewskis as well. On the left wing wall, Omaha will control, moving it on the power play. It is Yelm. Yelm with a shot, goes back door, and scoring is Gilliland. He gets the second goal of the game here, and Omaha is right back in it, as Gilliland had 2 or 3 whacks at that, and on the third try, he pokes it past Limesand, and Omaha gets it to within 3-2. Cole Gilliland with a big goal there. I was just talking to him outside the arena yesterday and said, Gilly, we got to get you on the scoreboard, kid. He says, I know. He's done it today in a big way, digging Omaha out of a 3-0 hole. He gets 2 here. And with 4:53 left to go, Omaha gets a power play goal, second goal of the game for Gilliland. And they narrow the gap to 1. And so now Oben. Shot in, that's steered up into the netting by Limesand. So a team that had all kinds of penalty trouble in the first period in Omaha, dead to rights against a very good Minnesota Blades team, down 3-0. They respond in a big way here as they poke one past Limesand and then another, both by Gilliland. And with 4:38 left to go here, we got ourselves a hockey game again. Worms over for Kaiser, takes back to the left side is Worms, up the wall is Vanderbay. That skips over his stick, and Perbix wins the race to the puck. Shot in. And that goes off the shoulder of Mazalkowski. Another shot that is blocked. And now Ellis. And now Kaiser. Kaiser walking off the wall. Kaiser down the left wing side. Centering pass. That goes far side for Worms. Worms will come off the wall. Puck bouncing in front. And we're going to get a whistle here. Not sure for what. Maybe the net's off, maybe man in the crease. Do we have a penalty? Maybe the puck came out of the zone. Looks like to be an offsides or possibly a man in the crease. I think we would have had an offsides. Didn't look like it bounced out when it came up high to the point. Well, it could have been a late whistle. Guessing maybe a player in the crease. And up the left wing side, chasing into the zone. Mazalkowski will field it there. Sends it right wing side for Kim. And now they'll come up the wall. And Bell, shot in. Mazalkowski will smother that one and hang on. 3:36 left to go. Mazalkowski keeping the Blades off the board here. And giving his team a chance as he's in relief and has not surrendered a goal. And his team has responded with 2 of their own. And with 3:36 left to go, Omaha knocking on the door of tying this one up. Ellis sends it up the left wing wall. Doggett sends it in the zone. Gilliland, who's got the hot hand in this one, chases in. He's hit hard there. Centering pass by Yelm. Not able to corral that as Carlson, and back the other way goes Lewandowski for Minnesota. He will dump it around Ellis and chase. Lewandowski in behind Mazalkowski. The ski theme continues here with ski season coming up. And through center, Gilliland. Funny how you see a player, puck's not going in the net, and a couple pucks go in, and suddenly good things start happening. Gilliland's got a lot of jump in his step after 2 tallies tonight. And Nelson up the right wing side. Nelson chips it left wing side. And now Myers will skate for Minnesota. Myers through center. Myers in over the zone line. He skates around Omaha. Takes it in front. Puck steered aside. In behind the net, Myers again with the puck. Myers with a shot, that is blocked. A little too tight on the zoom there. Break out your air sickness bags if you're getting dizzy, my apologies. Try to get you the best shot possible. And down the right wing side. And that play is offsides. We're going to stop it here. 2:15 left to go in the second period. And in what looked like was going to be a walk for Omaha, for Minnesota early on, it has become a tight hockey game here. Minnesota on their heels a little bit here. And Omaha would love to get a goal to go into the third period tied. In comes Lopez. Lopez pressured along the glass by Foley. And now Lacombe will set it up the wall. Shot in by Lopez. That is blockered aside by Limesand. Battaglia will battle. And now coming near side. Battling here is Murphy with Callahan. And now Lacombe. Hard hit there on Thoresen. Shot in. And that goes off the pad of Limesand. He's having a little trouble with his rebound control today. And Omaha will look to take advantage as they have thus far. 1:36 left to go. Faceoff will come back in the Minnesota defensive zone. Up the right wing side, Minnesota. They will chip it ahead, turn back to center by Skolmolsky. Check that, that is D'Amato, 45. Skolmolsky's wearing 9 tonight. At 9:55 is going to kill me all season. As Doggett skates down the right wing side. Worms. Chase there, sends it far side for Kaiser. Kaiser hard up off the glass and chasing back into the other end is Baumhofer. Now we're going to whistle for an icing here, 1:26. The clock must not have started, or I must not have stopped mine, so we'll reset the clock here. 1:25. Left to go, and a face-off in the Minnesota defensive zone to the right of Limesand. Yelm and Kukkonen. Face off there. Kaiser will set up behind Limesand and look to come out. One last rush here for Minnesota. Down the right wing side come the Blades. Good play there by Skolmolsky to seal off the left wing, right wing for Minnesota. And Omaha will dump it all the way down. We'll get an icing call here. And a stoppage with 1:01. Face-off will come back into the Omaha zone to the left of Steven Mazlikowski. Murphy, Skolmolsky, up the wall. Nelson, shot in, steered aside by Mazlikowski. Ellis. And back through center comes Battaglia. Battaglia moving it over the zone line. Battaglia centers. And now Minnesota will take and skate it back into the zone. Tussey not able to cope with the handle, and back the other way comes Omaha. Well, Minnesota has numbers back there as Perbix gets dumped, and he gets up and takes possession of the puck. He'll give it for Nelson. Nelson will skate it into the zone. Nelson down low, centering pass up high. Shot, and I believe fanning on it was Tussey, although Tommy Aiken banging on the wall tells me that Mazlikowski came up with a save there. Again, hard for me to see from this vantage point, so a big stop there by Mazlikowski. And now teams will battle in the quarter. And that's going to do it for the second period. So no ice cut. We had the ice cut after one. So we will take a break here. And after 2 periods of play, Omaha with a couple goals there in the second period. Cole Gilliland has the hot hand all of a sudden. And it's 3-2 Minnesota. Stay with us. Third period coming up in just a minute. Back here for the start of the third period. Omaha with a tremendous effort there in the second period. They dig out for a 3-0 hole. Gilliland with 2 goals in that period. And he surely is looking for the hat trick to even this one up. Maslakowski in relief, perfect thus far, giving his team a chance. And Limesand will flag that one down, hang on and take a face off. To his left. 16:46 left to go. Third period just underway. Battaglia, Lopez, Murphy out there along with Ellis and Sanborn. Minnesota wins that, but shooting the gap and a centering pass that'll come back to Sanborn at the point. Off the face of Lopez in front. And now Minnesota will control and come back the other way. Down the left wing side, Lewandowski will get steered into the corner by Ellis. Coming in to help out is Murphy. And now Ellis will skate it up. Headman pass for Gilliland goes too far. And the teams will chase back into the zone. Callahan chips it up the wall. Minnesota tries to get it out, but good play there by Murphy to keep it in. And now Battaglia will send it deeper. Gilliland chasing there. Gilliland battling in behind the goal line. And now Myers. And this kid can really wheel. He will skate through center. Myers right at us in the corner here. Puck goes off the side of the net. Puck out front, and now Chrisman will take the other way and skate it up the right wing side. Ashton Chrisman will chip it off the glass. We're going to get an icing call here as Chrisman did not gain the red line there, a little bit short. And that'll come back into the Omaha zone to the right of Maslakowski. And we're going to face off here. 15:43 left to go, third period. Omaha with the momentum here after they trailed 3-0. As the official waves at me. If he knew what I was saying earlier, he might not be waving at me. It's called like I see it, folks. You can disagree with me all you want. Shot in. Blocked in front. Gilliland, right pad stop by Maslakowski. And back the other way comes Omaha. Omaha, pass on the left wing side. The world's full of differing opinions and not everybody agrees, but we can certainly have a dialogue, folks. Down the left wing side, unless we're talking politics. Myers, check that, that's Worms. Charlie Worms, right wing side. And over the zone line. That is Thoresen. Puck is loose in front. Shot blocked there by a prone Tanner Oben. Nice job by Oben to get down to the ice and block that one in front. And now Yelm. He'll chip it into the zone. Bell. And Bell, his clearing pass goes off a skate and kind of flutters between the 2D, but winning the race there. Good hustle is Caden Skolmolski. And he'll send it up the wall for Battaglia. That'll bounce over his stick but not go far enough for icing. Centering pass out front in the slot was an Omaha player. That was Battaglia. But he was knocked off the puck, and now Omaha will battle in the corner. That is Battaglia. And now Minnesota will come back the other way. Skating into the zone is Janicki. Janicki looking to go backdoor, trying to hit Nelson, streaking down the backside. And on the far corner, teams will battle. Puck sent up the wall and out, and looking to win the race there is who else but Cole Gilliland, but he's not able to get to that puck. Headman pass goes right to Ellis. Ellis battling there with Kukutin. And now Janicki. Puck will come back down the wall right to Janicki, and Janicki will skate it back up high in the zone. Loses it at Nelson skates, but now Janicki regains and skates back in. He shoots, and Maslakowski with the glove save. He will snare that one and hang on. 13:40 left to go here. Plenty of time for Omaha as they trail 3-2. And stepping in on the draw is D'Amato. Check that. That is Hunsicker. Another player that wears a different number of black jersey as he does orange. Not used to him wearing 40 as he's had 6 on for the last couple of games. And now, right wing side. The only jersey with a 4 on the left side that steps in is D'Amato. That's why I thought it was him, then I saw the 0. So Omaha back through center. Hunsicker now will control. Hunsicker dumps it into the zone. Chasing there is Doggett. Doggett battling in the corner. Puck sent around far side. Blades will break out of the zone and back through center. Headman pass for Perbix goes off his stick too far. That'll come into the near side corner. Witt and Perbix battling in the corner. Omaha with 3 players there. And not able to come up with it. Now Hunsicker. Say hello. Troy. And now pinning along the wall is Sanborn. And now coming up with it is Witt. Witt will chip it up the wall. And now sending it all the way down is Omaha. We'll get a icing call here, 12-19. We'll have to go third period. So a slow moving period here, which is good for Omaha the way things are going. They'll take as much time as they can to try and get a tying goal here. And a face-off, won by Minnesota. Back to the point. Worms is pressure there and turns it over. And Omaha with a chance for a 2-on-1. Moving in. Omaha shot in. Limesand with the save there. His first big stop of the night. As he's able to snare that shot off the stick of Noah Ellis. Now he'll take a face-off in the zone to his left. 12:06 left to go. Omaha warming to the task here. I think Minnesota maybe thought this one was over as well. A little more fight in this orange dog than they thought. Off the draw, Lopez shoots one that goes off a shin pad. And back the other way. And check that, that was D'Amato, 45, not 49 with the shot. Comes back into the zone and Ellis will control, sends it up the left wing side. Chrisman will backhand it up and out of the zone. And play is offsides, we'll get a whistle here. Another stoppage. And the clock operator trying to buy us some time here is, unless I missed a stoppage earlier. I don't think so in that case. Been a rough day production-wise, but I think I had the time right, so we're going to gain some extra. Get some daylight savings time hockey here. We're going to fall back 16 seconds. And a little under 12 minutes left to go here as Minnesota comes back through center. Minnesota down in over the zone line. Thorson with a shot at Mazalkowski. Will snare that one and hang on. And a wall of orange jerseys is not letting any Minnesota blade near Steven Mazalkowski. So faceoff will come to his right in the zone. All the players are to the left, but the linesman's going to go to the right. The linesman got it right that time, and I did not stop the clock that time, so we'll get that reset. 11:45 left to go here. And the one official who's been the source of much of my angst tonight is in my way of my camera again. Battaglia will come into the zone. Minnesota will battle along the wall. Hard hit there by Bell. And now Minnesota able to turn it up ice. Sanborn will control. Chip for Battaglia. Battaglia will send it across. Nelson will play it there. Send it up the left wing side. And walking in, a shot. And that goes well wide of goal. And all the way up the wall. And now skating down is Gilliland. He blows a tire there. That would have been a trip the other night against Sioux Falls. Backhitter by Ellis is smothered by Limesand. He'll hang on. 11:01. We'll have to go third period. And a face-off to the right of Carson Limesand. Yelm will step in. He has a 4 on the right side of his jersey, as opposed to D'Amato and Hunsicker. with 4s on the left side of their jersey. And winning the draw is Omaha, but Minnesota will control as Lopez forcing a player into the corner. And now the puck will come up the left wing side. Baumhover will chip it hard off the glass. And coming down the right wing side. And Mazlakowski will smother that one and hang on. 10:27 left to go. As this game is ground to a halt. The first 7 minutes of this period going by at a snail's pace, but again, the slower the pace and the more whistles, I think that's got to favor Omaha. More free-flowing, freewheeling, fire sale kind of a game would favor Minnesota with their speed and skill. So loose in front, backhand shoulder save by Mazlakowski. And that'll get chipped up the wall. Shot in, and Skomolski will take that, send it up the left wing side. And Minnesota will control and come back down the other way, but turning it back up ice is Oben. And now chasing is Kim into the zone. Carlson will come up with the puck momentarily. Players having trouble finding the bouncing puck there. And now Skomolski will take right side, and he will dump it deep into the zone. Limesand will field behind the net and leave it there. As Omaha hard in on the forecheck, but Minnesota able to escape, and a pass up the right wing side, that behind Myers. And Minnesota forced to go back into their own end and regroup. Kaiser sends it up the left wing side. And Myers now skating into the zone. He will curl off the wall. And Omaha forced to ice it here. And we'll get yet another whistle, another stoppage. 9:27 left to go here in the third period. And a face-off to the right of Steven Mazlakowski. Thoresen will step in on the draw against Murphy. Thoresen will win it. Minnesota will control. Backhand chip up the wall by Baumhover. Teams will battle in the near side corner. That's Baumhover battling with Thoresen. Ellis, Thoresen sends it up high. Kaiser with a shot. That deflected. That goes wide of goal. Goes far side. Another shot in. And that deflected off an Omaha stick. That went off the stick of Murphy, I believe. And Mazlakowski there to seal that one off and cover up. He'll get a face-off. 9 minutes even left to go. Omaha trailing 3-2 here. They trailed 3-0 after one. They dig back on 2 Cole Gilliland goals and make it a 3-2 contest after 2, and that's where we stand here. 9 minutes left to go in the third. Face off to the right of Mazlakowski. Lopez. Puck sent left side by Thoresen. And now Kaiser will take for the Blades. Kaiser back through center. Kaiser moving in over the zone line. Kaiser pulls up. Nice move there by Kaiser to dance around Sanborn. Kaiser can open there a little bit by D'Amato, and back through center will come Omaha. Moving in is Den Hartog. Den Hartog with a shot off a shin pad. He will chase in the zone. Check that. That's 32, not 82. Doggett, not Den Hartog. Den Hartog is on the right side on defense, and Sanborn will backhand it back to center. And chasing in is Doggett. Bell will take for Minnesota. Bell in behind Limesand. And Bell will skate it back to center. And we'll dump it all the way down. They'll wave the ice in there. It didn't look like it was at the red line, but perhaps hit a stick or a body on the way through. And now the puck will come in behind Mazlakowski. Sanborn battling with Kukunin and Janicki. Doggett in there as well. Den Hartog, rather. Having a hard time with that 82-32 tonight with these jerseys. And now Carlson battling on the wall. Chip back in deep, and Den Hartog will chase. Den Hartog will control there. Has the puck stripped, but Sanborn there to support. And Sanborn backhand pitchforks it up off the glass, up into the netting. And we'll get a face-off to the right of Mazlakowski. 7:29 left to go. Omaha trailing 3-2. Game which they trailed 3-0 in the first period. 2 Cole Gilliland goals in the second. And that's where we stand here. And to think what this game might have been if we hadn't had the fire sale of officiating that we had in the first period. Things have settled down. Far fewer calls at this point. And the puck will come back up to the point. Shot in, hits a body in front and into the corner. Battaglia will battle with Tussie. Vandermeer there, along with Murphy. And now Vandermeer. Battaglia. And now Minnesota will take left wing side. Moving it over the zone line is Nelson. Shot pad stopped by Mazalkowski. He steers it near side corner. Battaglia. And now Skowalski. And now Ellis. Chipped off the glass, up and out of play. And that time we didn't start the clock, so 6:34 left to go. We will correct that. And we're going to face off back in the Omaha zone to the right of Mazalkowski. Late getting on the air tonight, but we came on after it was already, I believe, 2-0. Might have gotten on the air, but it was 3-0. Mazalkowski seals off the right side post. Net of net, you saw what you only wanted to see here, which is the 2 Omaha goals. And Omaha has played much better since we got on the air, so. Up the left wing side, Myers. Battling with, everything happens for a reason, so if you're at home watching, you didn't miss much. 3 Minnesota goals is not what our Omaha fans want to see, and all Omaha since we got on the air. And now left wing side, Omaha's left wing side that is. Battling there is Kim, and Minnesota will chip it back up and out. That hits the bench. And we're going to face off back in the Minnesota Blade zone to the right of Limestone. And the teams will change up troops here. 5:50 left to go in the hockey game. Omaha looking to tie it. And D'Amato. And Ellis. Back in the zone, Worms will send it up the wall. Lopez on the forecheck there, in behind the net, Carlson. D'Amato joins him. Worms will chase in the corner. And skating up the left wing wall is Minnesota. Dumped in. That is Bisson. Left wing side, Bisson will control. Check that, that's not Bisson, that's 13. I don't have him on the roster. Let's check the name on the back. Oh, it's Lacomi. Lacomi, I've got him as 24. Back to the point, Worms fans on the shot. And Carlson will take there. Carlson battling along the wall. And now Murphy will take for Omaha and dump it deep in the zone. Murphy in the corner. Gilliland. Shot that is blocked, and now Sanborn battling in the corner. Lacomi looks on. Puck will come back up to the point. Kaiser with a shot well high and wide of the goal. Near side corner, Lacomi hit hard there by Den Hartog. And now Murphy coming in to help out along with Battaglia. Lacomi out number 3-1, and Murphy comes away with the puck, leaves for Sanborn. Sanborn chips it up the right side. Gilliland looking to chip it past, and Gilliland will skate down the right wing side. Gilliland looking for the hat trick. Centers it for Battaglia. Puck is loose in front. Nobody able to find the handle, and now Minnesota does, and they'll chip it and try to skate out of the zone. Battaglia will chip it up into the netting, and that'll go off a blade stick, and they'll take that face-off back into the zone to the left of Limesand. So 3:56 left to go here Omaha trying to come all the way back from a 3-0 hole. Face off to the left of Limestone. Omaha will send out Yelm, Ellis, Skolmolsky, Chrisman, and Kim. Yelm will take the draw against Kukkonen. And Minnesota able to come up with that win there. In behind the goal, Albert Kim. Kim centers to Ellis. Ellis with a shot. That is blocked. Ellis gets it back. Fans on it. Puck is loose, and now Minnesota will come away with it up the left wing side. Minnesota skating down. Ellis backhands it up into the Omaha bench. Look out, Jeff Hogan. And the faceoff will come back into the Omaha end to the left of Maslakowski. 3:38 left to go. Battaglia on the draw against Perbix. Perbix wins it over to Tussey, kicks it back to Callahan. Check that, Bell. Tussey now back for Bell. Bell walks the blue line. That hits a skate in front and comes near side corner. Perbix hounded there by Skolmolsky. Centers it off the wall. Tussey fires it high and hard off the glass. Another shot in on goal. That screams wide to the right of Maslakowski. Comes near side. And Chrisman will send it up the wall. Up the middle rather for Ellis. Ellis down the right wing boards. Checked off there by Bell. Kim following up. Fires a shot, and that's blocked in front by Nelson, and he will skate it back the other way for Minnesota. Nelson down the left wing side. That'll come in behind the goal. Perbix looks to center and a shot, and that goes off the pad. Nice save there by Maslakowski as Nelson looked to go short side, and Maslakowski got the right pad on it. Skolmolsky now in the near corner. Hit hard there by Perbix. Skolmolsky goes down. Teams battling right in your living room here. As Vandermeer battling, and we'll get a whistle here. 2:38 left to go. Face-off, staying in the Omaha end to the left of Maslakowski. He's been perfect since coming in relief of Aiken in the first period. And has given his team an opportunity here as they have battled and clawed and fought back. And Murphy will chip it back to the point. Shot in, blocker saved by Maslakowski. He'll steer that aside. And Connolly, far side corner. Puck will come near side now. Lewandowski centering, looking for Perbix in front. Nice play by Sanborn to deflect that pass and get in the way of it. Dan Hartog now, as Minnesota dumps it back in. Sanborn comes over to help out. Dan Hartog, Murphy, and Sanborn along the wall. And Minnesota not sending anybody in as Omaha has outnumbered Minnesota along the wall many times deep in the zone, and with a 3-2 lead, Minnesota not getting suckered into guys getting drawn in deep. But they make a mistake there and ice it. So with 2:02 left to go, the faceoff will come all the way back into the Minnesota zone. And Omaha's got to call a timeout. Was wondering if Coach Jeff Hogan was going to think about pulling the goalie here with a face-off in the offensive zone. And 2:01 left to go, 2:02 left to go. So we'll see what Coach Hogan draws up here. And we'll see if they elect to pull Maslakowski for the extra attacker to try and tie this one up. Blades have obviously a strong team, puck possession-oriented team. And if you win this draw, you don't know how many more chances you're going to get to set something up with the extra attacker in the offensive zone with 2:02 left to go. By today's standards, pulling the goalie this early, it's certainly not early anymore. In the old days, there would have been a ton of time left, but more and more you see coaches pulling goalies with 4 minutes to go, 5 minutes to go, 6 minutes to go, depending on the deficit. And I think we saw Coach Hogan pull the goalie yesterday for the extra attacker, down by 2 goals with over 2 minutes to play in the game. So it wouldn't be surprising here to see Omaha elect to bring Maslakowski to the bench and go with the extra attacker here. But coming out of this timeout, we will see. And they do elect to send Maslakowski to the bench, so they will send out 6 attackers here. so we'll see if Omaha is able to execute. D'Amato will come from the bench as he had a few last-minute instructions there. Battaglia stepping in. D'Amato is going to set up at the point. Sanborn down low in the shooter hole. And Omaha able to win it back. Comes back to the point to Ellis. Shot in. That's deflected wide. So Omaha executed all but getting the shot in on goal. And not sure if that's exactly what Jeff Hogan drew up, but it looked pretty good. As Omaha able to have the center tie up the man. The winger came in, chipped it back to Ellis. He fired a shot. That went off a body and went wide off the end boards. Limesand able to cover up, and he'll take a face-off to his right. 1 minute 54 seconds left to go. And they're not going to allow the late change as they try to capitalize on the hot-handed Gilliland. They're going to pull Lopez off and send Gilliland out. With the referee sending Gilliland back to the bench. Back to the point, shot in, that screams wide of Limesand. Near side wall, getting there is an orange jersey, can't see who it is, that was Sanborn. Puck back up high, and Minnesota able to chip back to center. Ellis will field it there and dump it in. Near side corner, Minnesota will chip it up, and they will get it up and out of the zone. Sanborn will control over for Ellis. Ellis up into the zone. Murphy. And now Sanborn. Sanborn into the zone. Teams battling on the wall. Puck is out in front. Shot, and that goes wide of the goal. Hits a body in front. Not sure if Limesand got a piece of that or not. Ellis now. Ellis with a shot. Tried to send it through the screen. Comes off the end wall. Minnesota will control. And they will fire it all the way down. This will not make it for icing. 50 seconds left to go, and they try to stretch, and a sliding play there by James Hamp. And a beautiful play there by him as Omaha tried to stretch the ice and catch Minnesota in a change. Puck turned over there, and Kukkonen will dump it into the empty net, and with 36.4 seconds left, Minnesota will score the empty net goal, and they'll take a 4-2 lead, and that's going to do it for this one. So a valiant effort by the, still time left. I mean, Omaha, stranger things have happened again, but 2 goals in 36 seconds would be a lot to ask. But if Omaha does fall short of the comeback here, it was a valiant effort down 3-0. They fought and clawed their way back. Gilliland able to poke 2 past Limesand. And so building blocks a part of every season, and certainly a lot to be taken from this game. The early penalty trouble that Omaha got into, and the resiliency with which they found down 3-0, able to fight and claw their way back into this one against a very good Minnesota Blades team. And we'll see what they can take into next weekend as they head into the CCM World Invite in Chicago. Pass across, backdoor, looking for Perbix. Centering pass, that'll come backdoor, bouncing through the slot. Tussey not able to catch up with it. Teams battling in the corner, 6 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And that's going to do it. Minnesota Blades get out of here with a 4-2 win. And Steven Maslakowski with a solid effort in relief. Gave his team a chance, does not give up a goal. The lone goal scored after he came in was the empty net goal. And so Maslakowski does his job. And Omaha, the rest of the team, nearly did theirs as Cole Gilliland had a solid performance with 2 goals on the night. Good to see Gilly get on the board. Too bad he couldn't get the hat trick completed and complete the comeback, but again, very good Minnesota Blades team and a solid response from this team after they got down 3-0 early. And so they will be back in action next weekend. I believe first game is against the New Jersey Junior Titans on Friday. They'll be in a 4-team division, 3-game round robin. Playoffs would start Saturday afternoon. They're in a division with the Northeast Wisconsin Junior Gamblers, the New Jersey Titans, and the Indy Junior Fuel. So Omaha will look to take the positives from the last 2 periods of this hockey game, hopefully stay out of the box next weekend, and look to have a successful trip to Chicago. Again, not sure if that tournament will be on Hockey TV. Again, if it is, we're not able to live stream, so check your listings on Hockey TV to see if they will have it. We will record it and get it up on YouTube eventually, but if Hockey TV carries the games next weekend, we will not be able to, but we will record them and then put them up on YouTube after the weekend. That's going to do it from here at the auxiliary rink at Ralston Arena. Thanks for watching, everybody. We are going to say so long, where the final score for the final time is the Minnesota Blades 4 and the Omaha U16s 2. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast this weekend. Sorry about the technical difficulties getting on the air tonight. And have a good rest of your weekend. We'll see you next Friday from Chicago. Have a great week.